Welcome back. And Rotimi Akindele is right here in the studio. Rotimi, good morning. It's been ages, right? Welcome back from your loan deal.
Sabbatical. It's good to have you, Rotimi.
Good morning.
There's really no comment.
I was trying to process the loan deal, she said.
You've been on loan. I know that. You're back. So another season is starting regularly. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Good morning. Now, let's talk about para-athletics. I mean, the Paralympics qualifiers is ongoing and all that. Table tennis was for the other day, and this time around you have our athletes. They went to Tunisia, right there in Tunis, for the Grand Prix, qualifiers for the Tokyo 2020 Games, and they returned on Wednesday night. I mean, with 10 medals. They're just four. 4 of them went and they came back with 10 medals. Huge.
Yeah, pretty huge. But then again, some of us are not surprised.
Yeah.
These guys have always shown
on a regular
how special, how distinct, how unique they are every time they go out there to represent Nigeria, or even if it's in the individual event. So it's a laudable move. It's a good sign that we're doing, that we still have athletes that can get us the medals, and then that's why we keep worrying almost every time you go to a major competition like the Olympics.
Yeah.
Even if you don't get anything, you have that solace in the fact that the Paralympics.
But let me ask you this: in all areas of sports, we keep complaining about Nigeria's decline. In areas where we have comparative advantage, the advantage is not there anymore. But for these special people, it seems nobody can touch us.
Yeah, it's like nobody can touch us. I mean, what we are just clamoring for is to create an enabling environment for them. I mean, let them
more attention,
more welfare packages and all of that for these athletes. They go the distance to
for the
get
country,
for the country. I mean, I go to Sri Lanka at times and then I see them trying to warm up, trying to train. It's not very easy. And that's the plea, really. Put these guys in a very
conducive
environment, and they'll probably do better.
Take care of their welfare.
The likes of South Africa, Great Britain, the biggest, athletes in the world that have that win
everything,
that wins medals and all across board. It's because they have an enabling environment, and that's why I think that's what we should do, really. If you can't get all of that, then
I've been to an international event where, just looking at the equipment those guys have, just the equipment of an athlete.
Even the logistics from your hotel or your house.
All those little details.
All those little details, to the stadium, to your training, equipment and all of that. It's just, yes, it's Nigeria. Hopefully things will get better. But then again, I just feel they're doing so much. So anytime they get anything, first, second, or third, they should just keep getting celebrated. That's my own opinion.
All right.
Okay, let's take a look at their performance now. They're back in the country. Let's take a look at their performance. There were supposed to have been 20 athletes going, but then only 4 could go because of funds. That's another thing. We'll talk about that much later. But then Christian Ifeanyichukwu, I mean, he has just signed with MUC and all. There was one of those athletes that were unveiled by Making of Champions. This is his first international competition. He came back with 3 medals, all of them gold, the 100, the 200, and the 400. And of course, in the 200 meters, he also, set a world record, a former record that was around 20.20. His own record was 20.20 seconds. The former record was 24.45 seconds, and that's the 200 meters. So, which was a really good one for him. That's someone attending the tournament for the very first time. Loretta Oye, F40 javelin, she got a gold in that one, and shot put, she also got a silver. Discus throw, she got a silver. Just imagine one athlete winning 3 medals. Christopher, she also got a gold medal in the 200 meters event and a silver in the 100 meters event. Flora Ugowan, of course, we know her very well. She was at the Olympics and all that. She got gold in the F54 javelin and the F55 discus throw. She got a silver in that one. As I mentioned earlier, 20 athletes were expected to go to Tunisia, but then, as usual, there was no money, so they had to make do with just 4. And this is supposed to serve as qualifiers for the Paralympic tournament and all that. And the more competitions they attend, the more, how do I put it now, the more opportunity they have to actually qualify. They haven't qualified right now because they need to attend more. There's another one coming up in August, just next month here in Paris, in France. So they need to go for that one. There's also the IPC World Championships in Dubai in November. Also, it's crucial they attend these competitions for them to be able to get that qualification they need for the Paralympics in Tokyo 2020.
Why is nobody paying a detailed attention to
all of this?
It's worrisome.
Yeah,
and then,
it is.
I mean, someone just set the world record. What is everyone doing? We celebrating the young man for setting this kind of record. Excuse me, at this particular time, you know, trying to qualify, put Nigeria on that global map that everybody knows and all of that. And then you talk to probably the sports ministry and all, and then they come up with excuses and excuses. Even the AFN and the Paralympic the Paralympians or Special People Federation and all of that. It's a bit disturbing because I feel I mean, right about now, you should have a program or a plan, and then somebody somewhere is paying close attention to. We are through with Tunis. We're going to another city in August. We have this qualifiers. At least if we can't get 20 of you,
X number of
you get so. It's still a bit disturbing. I mean, we can come up with the argument that yes, we don't have a cabinet for now, but hey, this thing should have been outlined.
That's it. Yeah, that's why you have the sports commission. I keep wondering the reason why that was scrapped anyway. And that's why I said that's what because I'm saying, because when you have ministerial appointment, that is usually from is an appointment from the government and all that, but you need a sports commission that will always be on ground, whereby
no
you don't
the case.
That's the thing. So when you don't have one at the helm of affairs, you know that the ministry is running, or the commission is running. But right now, we have to wait for appointment of a sports minister to see what's going to happen. So all the athletes will just be waiting and hoping and all that. Well, let's live. Hopefully, I mean, many Nigerians will want to actually come up and support them, because what they need is funding for them to be able to go to Paris and also go for the next one, the IPC, which is the huge one in November. So we want, I mean, up to 30 athletes. We have them. 30 athletes can attend.
I mean, just table tennis.
That's it.
Qualified for the Olympics already.
Already. So this one, they need to qualify and all that. So you need more athletes to attend these para events and all that, this Grand Prix, so that you can have up to maybe taking as much as 40, 30 athletes for Paralympics and all that, because we know Tokyo 2020, apart from athletics, I mean, sure the sports advantage that we can really get anything. Let's leave that. I won't worry my head about
athletics. We can get something from football always.
Slowly trip better.
Okay, yeah, football. Yeah, maybe we can. So maybe we can.
I mean, that's what it will be. That's what it will be.
One. Okay, meanwhile, you have opportunity to have plenty.
All right.
Put your money in one and get one. All right, let's talk about the other sports. Let's leave the Tokyo and Paralympians and talk about the African Games coming up next month also. Now, the good thing is most of the sports right now, all of them are opening camp. And the latest is the D Tigers and D Tigress, the MPBF. They've opened camp today in Abuja for the ladies and, of course, for the men. If you can run through the guys that are in Abuja, 8 athletes. You know, it's 3-on-3 basketball. That's what they play at the African Games and all that. Yaya Abdul of Rivers Hoopers is there. Yaya Abdul was with Kami Killers for a while, I mean, Go Bulls and all that. But then Rivers Hoopers, that's a good signing for those guys, right?
Oh, well,
good
sign. Yeah.
David Godwin is also there. DK Azuma is also part of the squad. Okon Subel, Akintude Moses, Agu Ibe Abuchi is also there. Idu Matthias and Ogunshemori Michael complete the squad of the list of 8 players for it. 4 will be selected for the games. Also, let's flip over and talk about the D Tigress, the ones also invited for the African Games. You have Ebe Marvelous Chizi, MFM Basketball Club. That's where she's playing. Musa Manjunatu of Air Warriors of Abuja, she's also part of the squad. Asewe Joseph, I mean, that's one of the name I can easily remember now. Customs, Mark Dogunso Feriza of FCT Angels. Ume, she's also part of the squad. Okoro Ifunaya of First Bank, and you have Inobe Regina also of First Bank. These are the ladies that will be, that being called to camp. It's starting today, and of course 4 players will be selected for the final. That's when the ones that is going to represent Nigeria at the African Games in Morocco next month. So camp opens today, and hopefully the best will be selected to represent Nigeria.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. Okay, let's leave
That's
that
the operative word.
In Nigeria.
In Nigeria, hopefully.
Let's leave that now. Now, Africa Cup of Nations, right?
Let's go to Egypt and talk about what's happening in Egypt, round of 16 today. Let's give you a confirmation of the fixtures. Of course, our hearts and minds with the Super Eagles of Nigeria, the game tomorrow. But today has to come before tomorrow. So that is why we need to talk about the games happening today. But let's see, a quick reminder of the round of 16 fixtures for you. And of course, there you have it, Morocco and Republic of Benin, Uganda and Senegal. Don't let me put words into your mouth. Let me just listen to your take. Morocco, Republic of Benin, I think it's the end of the road for Republic of Benin. And Uganda, Senegal, this will be tough.
Okay, I'll start with Morocco, Benin. I feel to a large extent, Benin Republic were...
Lucky?
Not lucky. They didn't...
light up the space?
Yeah, they didn't light up the space, you know, with... They have they had more foreign base in their team than than what we're used to. Anytime you look at the Beninois side, they also have an experienced man in Michel Desuye. So probably to a large extent, from that group, they did well. But the worry is that they don't get to score goals, and that might be that could be their undoing against a Moroccan side that has Averina as coach. He's won 2 editions of AFCON within the space of 10 years, let me just play safe. Yeah, let's just say within the space of 10 years. So it's on paper, it looks like Morocco would nick this one. They've got the players that can do it. And so it's a case of what kind of Moroccan team or what kind of display are we likely to see against the Beninois side. I feel that the Beninois will probably want to come into this one and play safe.
Siege mentality.
And play safe. Because it's a knockout. See, it's behind the knockout.
Do the Moroccans look like a team that can be out-muscled?
It's possible. It's just that the pace and probably the fluidity from North African teams can always...
And the tricks. Let's not forget the tricks.
Yeah, can always get you to commit, especially in dangerous areas. So if they can't beat you in open play, they can punish you via set pieces. I think that's the advantage for Morocco over Benin. The other game, Uganda, Senegal, I've always been a big fan of the Cranes. I think since I met that team in 2016, most of the players that went to Chan in Rwanda are still part of this setup. And their football has
I think they're improved. The ones that came to beat us at the Gospel Akpabio
Thank you very
Stadium.
Much. Yeah, their football has improved a whole lot as well. And you could see, I mean, I made a bold statement before, a bold prediction before the start of the Nations Cup. And I did say that Uganda was going to qualify from this group that has Egypt, and of course that was how it all panned out, you know, against the teams in Group A. So for Uganda, they play good football, they are fast, they are good, but then again, you can't compare the quality they have to what the Senegalese team possess. So that might be the advantage. Senegal, another decent side in the tournament, maybe they're also yet to light up the entire AFCON, especially with their big man up front, Sadio Mane. But I feel cohesively, or if you talk about a team, if you want to compare on team-wise now, you probably want to tilt towards Uganda because they understand each other better.
And they play for each other.
Yeah, and they play for each other. But when in terms of quality, individual quality, man for man, they give it to Senegalese. I'm hoping to see a good fight. If the Cranes win, I'm a big fan. I will be happy, but if it doesn't, if they don't go further, I mean, you can safely say they've had a good tournament.
Why are you happy? I mean, is there something about it? Because you know that these two sides have never met at Nations Cup before.
They fell in love with Uganda in 2016, so you could understand where it's coming from.
Why?
I like that.
There must be
Mitchell was in charge then.
Okay,
okay,
that explains
the guy in South Africa with the South Africa.
Yeah, Mitchell was in charge then, and I liked all the drama from their camp, news, the way he does his pressers, and then the players, then Farouk
And his knowledge of African football.
African football. But Farouk was just coming up. Okwi was just coming up. They have
the big man
Oyango as well. In 2016, had a decent tournament, went back to Mamelodi Sundowns, won the CAF Championship. So you look at some of those players, and then over the years, they're still in the mix, and they've improved. You can see the improvement. They are not just one tournament wonder. So you can still look at all those boys. You've seen the progression. That's why I feel...
It's the first time they're actually making it to the knockout stage since 1978.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.